slight risk that we do have over Minnesota right now. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to get the rest of this set up. Okay, sorry. So again, we do have a slight risk right now for much of Minnesota, including northern Iowa. This does include Ames, Iowa, and goes right next to Sioux City, Sioux Falls. It does include a good chunk of southern Minnesota as well. It does include the Twin Cities and the St. Cloud kind of tri-county area. Right now, the main risk right now is going to be a wind and hail threat with a isolated tornado threat possible. Let's go take a look at models here really quick. Oh, I need to pull one up. Looks like. Give me 1 second here. Let me add a source here. Okay. So for Minnesota, we are going to zoom in here. We do see some of those severe storms in North Dakota continuing to fire off. There is an enhanced risk up there for some severe weather. But as we kind of go through tomorrow, we do expect some scattered thunderstorms to initiate around 3 p.m. I do believe that maybe a small hail risk and then the small tornado risk will be present during the 2 to 3 p.m. time. And then as the day goes on, by 5 p.m. we do expect those thunderstorms to go a little bit more linear, causing more of maybe a QLCS situation with the threat for embedded supercells to still be possible there. And then by kind of 6-7 p.m. we do expect the line to become a lot more organized as it enters the Twin Cities metro area by 7 p.m. And then by 8 it will continue to be kind of moving through the east end of the Twin Cities metro, and then kind of by 9-10 p.m. it will completely enter western Wisconsin. Let's take a look kind of at the more finer details here with the NAM 3K of what could possibly happen tomorrow. So again, by a little past noon, we do expect some of those smaller thunderstorms clusters to be popping up more in central to north central Minnesota, with maybe some of them going strong to severe, causing a smaller hail and tornado threat. And then by 3 p.m. you can see the line starting to interact with the cold front that will come through. And pretty much by 5 p.m. the line gets pretty organized as the thunderstorms kind of go up along the North Shore and weaken pretty significantly, maybe into a strong thunderstorm or two. But then the main focus will turn into the storms that are interacting with the cold front here in west central Minnesota. And then by 6 p.m., right a little after the main evening commute, kind of around 5 p.m. or dinner time, however you want to call it, we do see it kind of going more in linear on us with more of a QLCS situation. And then again by 7 p.m. This is pretty organized and maybe even bowing out a little bit according to NAM 3K, especially on the northern end. So maybe more of an slightly higher wind risk along this area in the North Twin Cities metro along the I-35 corridor there, kind of around the Forest Lake area maybe. And then by 8 p.m. we do see again the thunderstorms starting to deorganize themselves a little bit, become a little bit more separated, and then completely be out of Minnesota by 9 p.m. with maybe some extra lingering showers and thunderstorms behind the system. In terms of the thermodynamics for tomorrow, nothing too crazy. Let's actually look at the shaded here. We do expect temperatures to be for at least central Minnesota, in the low to mid 70s, but if you're in the Twin Cities to southern Minnesota, expect those temperatures to be mid to upper 80s. So quite a big temperature difference even between Stearns County and even Anoka County, or South Anoka County, or Tri-County area, and the Twin Cities metro area. That might be a little better wording there. But we do see that cold front come through and really cool down everything. You can see almost 90 degrees, and then as soon as that cold front hits, 67 in southern Minnesota. And this is right around the time that those storms are firing off. They will heavily interact with that cold front. And we could even see it does keep us relatively cool for the next going into Friday. But even if we look at the dew point for tomorrow, nothing super horrible, but you could definitely see dew points hit the relatively uncomfortable level. 72 here in Stearns County, 75 around that in the Twin Cities metro area, and then 75 in southern Minnesota. So definitely the chances of seeing dew points above 70 tomorrow, and then thankfully we'll see relief after the storms pass through with pretty comfortable dew points there. But let's go. Actually, I wanted to take a look at NAM 12K. Might actually, let's go to WRF here and see what they got going on. Do precipitation. So this shows more of the less of a chance to see scattered storms around that mid to late afternoon time frame, which if that's the case, then maybe the organized clusters of thunderstorms that we'll see around that 5 p.m. dinner time range will be a little bit more stronger. This has more of a easterly tilt to the storms, whereas the NAM shows more of a north-south kind of tilt, or not really a tilt anymore, but it shows the storms being a little bit more tilted there, which is something, I guess. But these kind of show the storms not maybe as strong, kind of going through, looks like Stearns County there. But again, it does show, again, a more of an organized thunderstorm cluster with maybe some of these thunderstorms in front of the cold front. That would be the cold front right here. Maybe being smaller supercells posing the larger hail and isolated tornado risk, and then this being more of the wind risk there. But yeah, that's kind of all I have. I may be posting some reposts from the National Weather Service on my Twitter. Again, nothing too crazy expected tomorrow, but the chance for damaging winds and hail above 1 inch with an isolated tornado threat is definitely there. Not as impressive thermodynamics and other atmospheric dynamics as we saw from Monday, but again, any severe weather day is a severe weather day, no matter how strong or how little the risk is. There still is a chance to see severe weather. So that's all I have. I'm going to end my stream here. I might be doing more streams like this and then posting it to my social medias as a way to make longer content that goes more into a deep dive into what I think the day is going to play out. And if you don't choose to watch it, then you don't choose to watch it, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for listening, and stay weather aware tomorrow.